In the next couple of minutes, we are going to debunk the 5 most common reasons why people are telling you not to start your business. Should you start a business? The hard truth here is that no one really knows. If you succeed, it's gonna look like the best idea. If you fail, it looks like the worst idea ever. But the general truth is, starting a business is the best way of you getting rich and getting out of economic struggles.
I'm rich.
I got from 0 to 10 million in revenues by not letting the world pull me down, and I had arguments for each and every reason why people are telling you not to start a business. Let me show you. Number 1, IQ. I don't consider myself as a smart person. I know that I'm like really good at some things, but then on average, I think that I've always been like a B- student. But I had something more important than brains. I had a curiosity to find out if the most important people, the most successful people, if they are any smarter than me. And guess what I found out?
Is it worth the risk?
I found out that they're not superhuman. I found out that they're not like all of them extremely smart. But what I found out is that they took their shot and they got lucky enough to make it happen. Now watch what Steve Jobs says in this lecture.
Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you.
And I'll end with this. If you're smart enough to think that you're not smart, you probably are. So good. Number 2, age. The hard truth here is that starting a business right after college or high school is probably the best time when you can start a business, when you have no mortgage, when you have no family, and in the best case scenario, you have no money. It's a very short window of opportunity. Miss this window of opportunity, it's still possible, but it's going to be a bit harder. How are you going to do it? Even you have responsibilities and a family, in the few free hours that you have left in a day, you need to work like your life depends on it.
I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch.
Number 3, no idea. So at Y Combinator, the biggest startup accelerator in the world, 78% of their applicants change the idea along the way. It's because they start with this shiny idea in their head, and then they realize that the world is not actually interested in it. Once you find that the hard way, as Mike Tyson says, you start actually exploring what the world is really interested in. You need to keep searching until you're going to find it. And oh boy, you're gonna know when you find it. So, not enough money. You should be happy if you have no money at the end of your college. Being uncomfortable is the best motivator out there in the world of getting off your ass and start making things happen. Here's the percentage of self-made millionaires versus people who inherit money. Most of the time, it's not resources that you are lacking, it's resourcefulness. There are literally thousands of people waiting to invest in a good idea. You just need to justify them that you are the one that can make it happen.
Oh no, I'll handle this. If they want to negotiate using hostility and rudeness, well, they picked the wrong guy.
Now we're getting to number 5, which I think is the most dangerous. The job should be the default. Now this is the most important part, and I'm going to use my own example here. My family is full of doctors. Since I was young, I was always slightly pushed by my parents to become a doctor, and I listened to them. I used 6 years of my life to study med school, and I got lucky because in the 3rd year I realized that I was kind of drawn to other things. This is where it gets extremely interesting. In our society, we believe that the default should be that we should finish high school, we should go to college, and then we should land a good job. What if the default would be the following? Right after college or high school, take 1 year of your life and try your hand at a business. There are huge chances that you will probably fail at it, but in the process, you will understand what you are really drawn to, what skills you actually have, and what your career could actually look like. It can save years of your life, literally. This is why I have also started my weekly newsletter, where I'll be sharing the best information for you to go from 0 to 1 when starting out a business. Thank you very much.